Whereas us here in Maine, we are very used to having snow like this. And I wanted to take a look at the timing of this system as we continue to go throughout the evening. Snow will continue to push throughout the state. Heavy snow will continue, especially in areas of southern and western Maine. And our temperatures are going to remain very, very cold for the duration of this system. Temperatures in the single digits. And that means we end up with this dry and fluffy snow that we've been talking about tonight. It does make it easier to move out of the way, but there is still going to be a lot of it, which does make it quite difficult, especially if you have over a foot to move all of that snow in an easy amount of time. So overnight tonight, again, we're going to continue to see that heavy snow. And then as we get into tomorrow morning, the morning commute does still look a little bit tricky, but during the day on Monday, snow in general will be lighter. There might be some periods where it's not snowing at all, but in general, we will still have this system around and we will still be seeing snow. Relatively light to moderate snow in the afternoon, but I think there will be a burst of some heavier snow right before this system ends late Monday evening, Monday overnight. This is a long duration system. It lasts throughout the entire day on Monday, and snow finally exits our area about daybreak on Tuesday. Excuse me. And something that we've been talking about a lot is the snowfall rates. How heavily is it snowing? And our numbers here for the next few hours are showing about 1 to 1.5 inches per hour. But if you look even closer, especially along areas of the southern coast, look at some of those purple colors. That's when you start to have over 2 inch per hour snowfall rates, which is very, very heavy snow. So if you do have to be out traveling, for example, just make sure you take things slow. Heavy snow like this can cause low visibility and can cause issues with the roadways. The good news is that as we get into the day tomorrow, snowfall rates will be a lot more manageable. And this snow is going to pile up incredibly quickly. And it's because of where this stationary front sets up. It's going to separate us where we're in the single digits for temperatures from the 20s areas of Massachusetts are seeing. And right along this front, that's where we get the heaviest snowfall, 1 to 3 inch per hour snowfall rates. So I want to show you here that it starts to pile up extremely quickly. Unfortunately, it looks like the model wanted to put all of the bars at the same height, which sort of cuts into my point here, but take a look at the numbers instead. 4 to 9 inches, for example, over a 2 inch span. And then once those snowfall rates start to lighten up, that's when we aren't going to pile up the snow so quickly. That's why the next couple of hours are going to be so key with those higher snowfall rates. The snow starts to come down really quickly. And for a more in-depth look on some of the science behind this forecast, how we were able to get to this point, meteorologist Alan Holt is here to break all of that down. So Alan, what do you got for us this time?
Yeah, you're really on it with those snowfall rates. We're seeing even just out in the weather deck outside here at our studios in Portland, between the time we started broadcasting 6 o'clock to now, which it's a little past 8, we have picked up over 2 inches of snowfall on our weather deck, and we don't have a number for Portland just yet. We're getting these real time, sharing them as quickly as we can with you. The takeaway on this list is that we're starting to see a lot of people get up over 1/2 foot of snowfall. Some places getting up closer to 10 inches already, and we're still in the first half of this event. We're not even halfway through yet, and we're thinking that the rates pick up a bit more as we head into the overnight time frame. Single digits with this snow falling. We know it's cold, and there is a bit of a breeze with it. If you're within about 50 miles of the coast, you're experiencing 10 to 20 mile per hour breeze. Sands down east. Calais, Bar Harbor, you're under 10, but it hasn't really picked up there yet. And with that wind, given the single digits out there, check out the wind chill values. Sub-zero. It feels like 12 below in Portland right now, feels like 11 below zero in Sanford. So if you are outside maybe enjoying it or getting around somewhere, you're coming home from a watch party, or you have something you've got to do, just know that yes, it's beautiful, yes, it's coming down quickly, visibility's low, but it's also very cold. So if you get caught outside for whatever reason, you want to be sure you've got the right gear, because sub-zero temperatures you don't want to mess around with for too terribly long.